zero hedge and also threatening the same. Welcome back. Holding big tech accountable, Google cutting off ad revenue to right-leaning website Zero Hedge and also threatening the same for the Federalist. The company says the sites failed to meet Google's standards on offensive content. Missouri Senator Josh Hawley introducing legislation, meanwhile, that would remove immunity from big tech holding companies like Google accountable for censoring different political viewpoints. We have heard from the Department of Justice as well. Joining me right now is Texas Senator, Senate Foreign Relations and Senate Judiciary Committee member Ted Cruz. Senator, it's great to see you this morning. Thank you so much for being with me.
Good morning, Maria. Always good to be with you.
Your reaction to what has taken place at Google, and let me just point out that last week there were reports that Google had eliminated the image of Churchill, Winston Churchill. And then after there was a big, hype about it, why would you eliminate Churchill's image? They said, oh, it was a mistake. Now you've got this pushback on the Federalist and Zero Hedge, basically threatening to rip off their advertising revenue, Senator.
No, that's exactly right. And it's worth noting the power that Google has amassed. It's unlike anything we've ever seen in history. There's never been a company that controls more information and critically more access to information. Over 90% of the searches done are done through Google. And their control of search, their control of ad revenue, has the ability to control what the American people hear, learn, understand. And in this instance, they really abused that power. They went after the Federalist, which is a conservative media organization, and they threatened to demonetize them, to cut off all ad revenue. And in the Internet world, that can be the difference between life or death. Now, the Federalist at first wasn't even sure what the basis was. They were eventually told that Google had some problems with some of the comments on their website. Not what they'd written, the articles, the journalism they'd put up, but instead individual users had written some comments that were offensive. I sent a letter this week to the CEO of Google pointing out that this was blatant censorship and listing about a dozen left-wing sites, all of which have comments. Now, I don't know what the comments were that Google deemed offensive, but I guarantee you those left-wing sites have all sorts of profane and racist and objectionable comments that people have put there. Google is not imposing the standards on them, and most critically, Maria, Google's not imposing the standards on itself. Google